And there I am talking to a muted mic. Let me start over. How you doing, chat? It's been a little while. Oh, fuck. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I was muted. And I even had the
Hey, Chad.
hotkey down to switch between and the audio, and I forgot to unmute the mic. So what'd you think of the Donga video, man? I fucking just barely found that one. It had a lot of the video from the original docs that got found on them.
Which one was that now?
The one when Zoom first fucking dove into him and found all his wrestling videos.
Oh yeah, the Trail of Tears. That was pretty good. That was a decent video.
Yeah, that cut of Goodbye Boulders was from a lot of that quote unquote found footage. Right.
Yeah, I did.
He did an interview at the side of a car. That's where that you've unseen it or you've seen it and you can't unsee it. That's where that came from.
Oh,
Some
okay, I
fucking
didn't know that.
video he did. Yeah, video interview as Robbie Vio.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking. Yeah, I've seen that video. That Tonka talking inside the car. I've seen that
Yeah,
video. Oh Lord, 2 or 3 years ago.
his docs first
Wonder-
happened 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know for sure what his name is. If he goes by, I think he
Well,
probably goes by Robbie.
his birth name is I think it's Robert Pilkington Jr. with his father being senior, if I remember right.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. But because of what happened with Daddy, he goes under Robbie Vio. My understanding. I could be wrong. So, anyway.
Have you seen the stuff going on in Virginia?
Um. Well, let me hold on to that for a second. I want to show chat. Go back here. Because we were talking about it on Discord, but I don't know if everybody got to see it. So, Sandwich had there's a Kumatard Blossom, and she runs a Discord server. Which, if you look, it's right under FTW. I was part of it, just for shits and giggles. But anyway, Sandwich managed to get himself booted, like, almost immediately. And so,
I joined and stayed there for about 2 days before I said anything.
yeah, that's right.
And I posted some of the images that the Tonka age images, the one that looked like the one that looked like the body had been on fire with his head on it, and a
That's
couple
right.
others. And of course, I posted the busted can of biscuits and Liz's butthole. They finally booted me. There was nobody on when I started posting them. They finally just booted me.
Yeah. So this is right after I think something they were talking about you, and Blossom went, was like DMs please, blah 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 blah. So I pipe in. I hope you all get tested for grids. You have had that guy in your server a while now. It might spread, right? That's all I said. I didn't say who, right? Did I? Did I accuse anybody in particular of having grids? No. So then I come home from work, and I have one less Discord server, and we have a friend of the stream still in the server, and they screenshotted these for me. So you can tell this is right after my post. What is grids? Oh, Jesus. And then you can see Blossom at the bottle. I banned them. Also added something in the rules section. So this is the rules because of me and Sandwich. If you look down here where it says new messages, the 13th. Me, my admins, and my mods all have the right to ban you without warning if we feel you're joining the server purely to cause disturbance. It would be disturbances. Stupid bitch. Learn English.
Yeah, she's not. I'm not exactly sure who the fuck she is.
She's just a kumatard.
I think it's the one that does the morning show
Yep.
or some such shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
dead kitty. Yeah,
who
same
she is
bitch.
then?
Yeah, same bitch. That's dead kitty. So I thought that was kind of funny. All right, what were you saying?
Let me find the link really quick for you and send it to you.
Okay. Are you serious? She's a Twitch thought. She ain't attractive. Oh wow. I guess Twitch will let anybody on.
There's been a lot of stuff going on for a while in Virginia. They had some Democrats that won. Virginia's pretty much went blue.
Fuck, I do remember.
And one of the first things they wanted to do was pass some gun control legislation. And my numbers could be off, but it seems like 60 out of 70 counties, the sheriff said they just would not enforce them. They were sanctuary counties.
70 something. If I think I read this. Here, let me scroll down. I want to say it was 70 some odd counties. Does it say in this one? No, this article doesn't say.
75.
75.
Over 75 counties in Virginia has adopted
is.
such Second Amendment sanctuary resolutions.
Right. And so, how are the Democrats responding to that? Where does it say?
They're threatening to bring in the National Guard.
Yep, right here. They'll bring in the National Guard. Do they really think the National Guard's going to go kick in Americans' doors and kill them over guns?
I don't think they've taken into consideration, there's going to be some overlap. Some of those counties that said that they were sanctuary cities for gun control laws, some of those police people will be in the National Guard. So there's going to be some overlap.
A lot of them.
I just don't think they realize what's going on.
No, they don't. They're Democrats, man. They don't think.
Now, I don't remember for sure. Was it Charlottesville? Is there a Charlottesville in Virginia, or is that North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah. I just remember all the Charlottesville shit that happened, and it kind of came back to Terry McAuliffe. Mm-hmm. He was a governor at the time, and he's the one that wouldn't let the National Guard take over, that he kind of let things get to the situation they was with the Unite the Right rally shit. But I thought that might have been the same state.
Oh, it is Virginia. Fuck, I'm wrong. Charlotte is North Carolina. Charlottesville is Virginia. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Terry McAuliffe was, he used to be the DNC chairman.
Really?
Yeah, back when, let me see if I can find out for sure. Yeah, here we go. Okay, he was the 72nd governor of Virginia from 2014 to 2018. He was the chair of the DNC from 21 to 2005. He was also the co-chair of President Bill Clinton's 96 re-election campaign. He was the chair of Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign. Oh, he's just got his fingers in all that stuff. Let me send you a link to him. You see him, you'll know who I'm talking about.
So he's the one before Wasserman Schultz, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I know who he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I recognize him.
Here we go.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna ham you with links here. I don't mean to.
Well, it's all good. I also got a video.
Putting this together, but I just forgot about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That he had ordered a stand down for the National Guard. If the National Guard had stepped in, I don't think that shit would have gotten to the state it gotten to.
Of course, it wouldn't have. Yeah.
But that wouldn't be above him to let shit get out of hand like that. He's not even very. Yeah, I know. Virginia was. Virginia's always been a pretty important state. It was. There was a lot of battles in the original Revolutionary War and the Civil War fought there in Virginia.
Yeah.
People really don't realize that much, but it's a pretty important state.
Yeah, it is literally a
in the northern
battleground
part.
state. Yeah.
But something else. Let's see.
Yeah, I keep hearing. Yeah, Taco. I keep hearing no one's getting notifications for us. I think Susan gave me a shadow ban, channel wise, that no one gets the notifications when we go live. Fucking, I'm getting tired of YouTube.
Did anybody watch the? I didn't watch it. I heard you was talking about it earlier. Did anybody watch the? There's some kind of video game awards yesterday. I think. I don't watch that stuff. So
I don't either. So I saw this video, and I saw this years ago. I don't know if FTW played it. Do you remember this sandwich?
watching that. Yeah. I vaguely remember that.
This is like a mid 90s thing, or maybe late 90s. Weird Bollywood shit.
As small as Liz is, that might actually be her dad. Would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, yeah, we can. You're showing up on stream, Blue. Yeah, we can see you. How you doing, Mr. Waffle?
ஏண்டா கண்ணு கொஞ்சம் ஓய்வு எடுத்துக்க கூடாது சரிம்மா ஓய்வு எடுத்துக்கப்பா சிஷியா ஒரு பீடி கொடு
ஏய் சின்ன பசங்க பீடி குடி கூடாதா
Is that really Hindu?
நான் உன்னை விட 10 வயசு பெரியவன்
Swear to God, it sounds like a record on Fast Play.
விடுவேன்
இந்தாங்க அண்ணா இந்தாங்க வெரி குட் கால
Wait, Sandwich, you telling me Elizabetha is part Hindi?
ஏதோ முக்கியமான வேலையா இப்போ வர முடியாது
I know she's very, very short.
முருகேஷியா கூப்பிட்டோம்
That's what I heard. I heard she's like 3'6".
முருகேஷனுக்கு நான் என்ன வேலைக்காரனா இல்ல கூலிக்காரனா வர முடியாதுன்னு சொன்னேன்ல
That
போய் சொல்லு
sounds about
உன்னை
right.
தர தர
Yeah.
நிறுத்திட்டு போக ஆளோட வந்திருக்கேன்
But that is with
I've
high
never got
heels
it.
on.
வருஷத்துக்குலாம் நீ போக கூடாது என் கை வரிசை
I never got into the whole Bollywood stuff. I just thought it was kind of silly.
It's so stupid. It's funny to me, the whole Bollywood shit.
I think that's how most people are. It's kind of so silly. It's kind of good.
தோல் போது விட்டுருங்க சத்திர போறா
I'm sorry. I just find that shit funny. I ain't got a whole lot for today. Normally we
That's
do.
me. I don't have much.
Yeah.
I didn't have much. I sent you a couple tweets that was kind of funny.
All right.
About Bernie Sanders backing off his endorsement of Cenk.
Oh, old Cenk, however you pronounce it.
It's really, really funny to me because the first tweet, the responses are just insane. Half of the Bernie bros are shitting on Cenk, and then half of them are kind of taking up for Cenk, and then you have some of his fans coming in there shitting on Bernie, and it's kind of funny.
They're all eating each other alive. It's fucking
Yeah,
wonderful.
exactly. And that, where he's running, it is an open, my understanding is a completely open primary. So it doesn't matter what party you are, you can vote for whoever you want to. And
Right.
apparently Cernovich is going to be running for that seat too.
Maybe.
So it could get to be really, really, it could get to be just hilarious. Cenk is, oh shit, I hope I can find it now. Oh, fuck, I don't remember where I dropped it at. A lot of people don't know Cenk's history. Let's see if I can find it.
He's of Turkish blood too, isn't he?
Yes, yeah, he's a Turk. Fuck,
Yeah.
it's not there. Where did I see that? They used to work for RT, for Russia Today.
Oh, did they?
Let me see if I can find. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. It's pretty interesting. There we go. To find it.
Did you DM it or?
No, I'm trying to find it.
I thought
I've got a
you
pretty
did
good
find
idea where it's at now, but I've just got to find it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Well, that's okay.
I am brain dead.
I'm just here we go. I just went ahead and sent it to you.
All right, yeah, just got it. Oh, yeah, I think you did post this somewhere else, if I remember right, because that thumbnail.
Good idea,
was
but I wasn't
familiar.
sure.
Ooh, I don't know how much of this we can play.
Joining me to help talk about it is Cenk Uygur and
Yeah, that's
Anna
fair. That's
Kasparian
fair.
from the Young Turks radio program.
The-
Guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Looking how much younger they are is pretty funny.
So first of
Yeah.
all, I
That was
want
quite a while ago.
Since we're talking about a peace deal, what did you guys
We
think about
might-
the news
will
today
we
about
be able
President
to
Obama
just,
winning the Nobel Peace Prize?
Here, let me try
Play
to.
without the audio.
Well, I'm jacking up the playback speed to maybe trick the algorithm.
Surprised by it, but you know what? I think
that
they're
might
trying to
work.
encourage him to go in the right direction. And as I thought about it, I thought, is he going to want to send in more troops to Afghanistan right after he won a Nobel Peace Prize? So maybe it nudges him in the right direction, and that's why it might be very positive.
What about you, Anna? I mean, he's in 2 wars right now.
I was
Do you think
kind
it's
of
a
digging
little
around to see if
premature
I
to
could
get a
find
Nobel
out
Peace
anything
Prize
about
when
how
he's with presidency?
they were responding to. I
Yeah,
think
to
it
be
was
completely
yesterday or
honest
day
with you, I'm not
before.
really sure whether or not it's
It was
premature, but
yesterday.
one thing that I do like
That Congress or the House one recognized the Armenian genocide, and I
saw
thought
that.
that might cause a little bit of issue. That's why I was digging.
Yeah.
Um,
Are they together or fucking or something?
well, actually, I think they dated for a little bit, but actually Anna's married
And not to him.
to somebody else. Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's actually surprising. They're like always together. That's why I was wondering that, they were fucking or something.
I think he's a Mexican fella. I know
Really?
he's kind of brown. Yeah, no, he's a little bit brown.
Oh.
I'm not sure if he's Muslim or Mexican. I can't really tell.
Sometimes, yeah. No, sometimes it is hard to tell. Wait, are you kidding, BLT? Chink fucking supports legalizing bestiality.
He had a clip come out a couple days ago that he was all right with it as long as the animal was enjoying it and not being abused.
Oh, Jesus.
That might be what
Christ.
BLT's talking about. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
it was
that's
cringy
disgusting.
shit.
Jesus. He is not.
Is
kidding.
that? I'm pretty sure that's what you was talking about, BLT.
Yeah.
Was that clip that come out where he was all right with it as long as it didn't. I guess he wasn't coming right out and saying it like me or you would.
Yeah.
As long as you're not like too big to fucking animal, as long as the animal enjoys it, he was all right with it. Is it what I took away from it? There's some weird fucking people out there.
There's some weird.
There's
fucking
some
people.
weird people.
Oh God, interspecies.
I know.
Dude. No.
No.
No,
I-
that's never okay. No.
There was a fella that I went to school with, and middle school. In elementary school, we had a elementary school for each part of each little town.
Mm-hmm.
And in middle school, I didn't grow up in a huge place. Our middle school was the first time we got to mix with people from different towns in our county.
Okay.
And there was a boy that they always called him Goat Boy. And no, I couldn't find out why. He looked a little bit like a goat. He was kind of redneckish, and he had platinum blonde hair. He was a weird looking guy. And it finally came out that when the bus drove past his house one day, and he was out in the field fucking a goat.
Oh,
So he got called Goat Boy all through school. He ended up killing himself in high school because people were just relentless with it.
Well, if you're caught fucking a goat, I mean, you kind of deserve it.
That's going to stick.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna stick.
Fucking the goat and being caught fucking the goat, either one, you know.
What's going on, Weeb? You're welcome to hop on for a second if you want.
He might be talked out. He's been the streaming demon lately.
Oh.
He's streamed every day this week, or close to it.
Streamed quite a bit. I'm pretty sure that was it, BLT. I've seen the clip. It's a pretty good clip, but they are relentless about copyright strike and shit.
Oh yeah, the Young Turks. Yeah, they will.
And a lot of times they are the absolute worst. If you remember something and you look for a clip, like a news clip of something, almost always, 9 out of 10 times when you punch in the bit of news that you're looking for a clip for, it's always the Young Turks that have it. And what they do, they just, I wonder if they've not gamed the algorithms a little bit.
I'm sure they have. It's coming from a nerd.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on, Wade?
Not much other than I just sent a very long message to PayPal that had the word "pay me Jew" at least 3 or 4 times in it.
All right, I gotta ask, why are you emailing PayPal calling them Jews?
So Jeff and Mr. Man and I were about to play some GTA while I'm listening to the show.
Okay.
I'm waiting on an email. And I check the email, and it's like, "Oh, don't forget to claim your donation from Ear Juice." I'm like, "Oh, cool! I forgot he sent shit."
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go click it, and it takes me right to the activity page, and it just shows all my donations to you guys and Old Angry Normie. But no money shows up anywhere that I've gotten anything.
Oh, that's weird.
So I just
Strange.
So I sent them a message, and I'm like, "Where the fuck's my money, you Jew whore?" And a couple other things, and the AI didn't really take to that. They said, "Oh, we'll leave a message, and we'll get a trained person to email you as soon as possible." So I just posted a long paragraph demanding my money and calling them Jews. Hopefully, they reply.
You know, the next video you do or stream you do is going to be like the one where Jim did about Patreon leaving a note on his door. Have you seen that video he's done?
No, I have not.
I think Sandwich has. He's laughing his ass off. Basically, it's because he got yeeted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your PayPal is going to get yeeted, my friend.
You know, I have 2 other ones. I literally just set this one up just so I could, I burner one for my streams and just to throw donations through. Sorry, I'm really baked.
That's what I do. I have a multi-layered thing of PayPal's. They like all pay each other, and I only have one that's linked to a bank that's nowhere attached to the stream or anything.
Yeah, like I've got my personal one, and because I think I sent a couple of donations to Norm, and he's like, "Hey, just letting you know, I'm, you know, your
real
so
name
your
is
shit's
showing
all
up."
over.
Yeah.
So I created Captain Weeb Incorporated, my official PayPal company.
That's right.
Where-
Your LLC, buddy. I've seen it.
You're goddamn right.
Go.
That's it. That's why you got to do it.
Thanks, BLT.
But yeah, no, I'm not talked out. I'm very much still raring to go. I've literally been nonstop playing games since I got off stream. So
Man, you better take care of Miss Weeb.
she's at work till 11, so I got
Wow, all
tons of free times to play games with friends.
I will shut the fuck up then. All right.
Well, you boys get back to your fun show. I'll be listening in.
We
All right.
apparently I'm seeing reports that Tonka's channel got a strike.
Really?
What?
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, I just seen that in Happy Hour. The Tonk Kevin channel got struck.
What?
And
Oh,
back on the
no.
corner. Oh, nice. I don't know where he's seeing that at.
Mm.
I don't
But
see
that
it in
makes-
our server.
Or in Happy Hour General. I mean, in FTW General,
FTW.
where I've
Well,
seen it. Yeah.
We might as well call their Discord ours. You know, we run it
Yeah.
You
Pretty
know.
much.
pretty much.
Also, I apparently one of my videos got claimed and is now blocked in New Zealand. I played
Jesus.
Men at Work Down Under because I don't give
Oh.
a shit. Like I'll play music. What are they gonna do? Take away my channel, make a new one?
Exactly.
And it's like, your video is like, is up for the view. You can't monetize it. I'm like, that's not a problem. And it's also now blocked in New Zealand. Like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Fuck those movies.
Oh.
All right, lads. I'll talk to you later.
All right, sir. You have a good evening.
You too, gentlemen.
All right, let me bring up on screen what Weeb's talking about, or Sandwich is talking about.
Long Nose Tribe's fucking with Weeb.
Yes, the
sense of
Long
that.
Nose Tribe is definitely fucking with our boy Weeb.
I cannot stand PayPal. They fucked me out of a couple $1,000s a few years ago. And they do that to a lot of people.
Oh yeah, because they control the shekels.
This was a little bit before that became apparent. I'm not going to get into it a whole great big bunch. It was some gray market shit I was fucking with. But their terms of service was supposedly pretty ironclad. As long as people didn't complain, you were fine.
Mm-hmm.
As long as if people did complain, if you fixed it, you were fine. They cared more about that
Yeah.
than the reason for the money. Because fuck, they're making money.
Yeah, they make money no matter
But-
what. Yeah.
I guess they finally just got tired of it, or just wanted to take my money. But they ended up locking my account when I had about $1,500 in there.
Ooh, bastards.
And I've always been kind of pissy since. And to this day, as soon as I attach, I've got PayPal still, but as soon as I attach a Social Security number to it or a bank,
to withdraw
bank
money out of it,
account
yeah,
to it,
you'll be
yeah,
fucked.
boom, they lock it. They've
Yeah.
done me a couple times.
Yeah. See, what you need is an IRL friend that you can attach their bank account to it and funnel money. You know.
Oh, I've burned 3 people that way.
Oh.
Didn't mean to.
Oh shit.
I'll get into it. It's not a huge deal. I was selling burnt copies of TV shows.
Don't. He's talking in Minecraft online in a video game. He was doing that.
Fair enough. I see what you mean. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No. Don't be sorry. So if you look on screen, this is CyberTaz 15 minutes ago. The Tonkev channel got struck. He may have to put Vamp back on the corner with Akagen. I wonder who struck his channel.
Okay, Vamp Candy's Twitter, if you can see it. everyone, I really hate to inform you all, but we were flagged again. There might be a hiatus on the show until one of these strikes is lifted in the appeal process.
What? That is too funny. Let me bring up her Twitter. I don't think she has me blocked. She might. That's a possibility. I can't remember. I know Ralph, I think, has me blocked. Let's see. There's Vamp Candy.
It was just stacks and stacks of money, too. It was fucking enjoyable. At the time, they sent me out a PayPal credit card that was just like an EBT card. So I could go to an ATM, just push it in an ATM and get out whatever I wanted. I had no limits. Hey, Stretch. Didn't have any limits or anything, so it worked out pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, no. Everyone, I really hate to inform you, but we were flagged again. So there might be a hiatus on the show until one of the strikes is lifted. This also means we're not going to be doing our Friday night Pro South stream. Please watch them over here. Aw. How you doing, Stretch?
Bitch.
Stretch.
He's muted. I think he might be having trouble getting in. Or
He might have the grids. He was on the AIDS charity benefit this morning. Did you watch any of that?
a little bit. I watched enough for Andy to say what everybody already knew, that it was a big fucking LARP just to laugh at Tonka.
Okay, thank you. I was waiting for Stretch to show up for us to inform chat. Did any of you really believe that Hef's voice was Tonka? Because that was Hef. That whole "no one can ever know."
That was clearly
about the
fucking
AIDS.
Hef.
That was so Hef.
Yeah. And people brought up, like, why would he mention it being AIDS? Why wouldn't he call it HIV? That's kind of the point, to make it funnier.
Exactly. It was so ridiculously not Tonka. And for all of us to be going, yep, that's Tonka. Look out the dead air. That's Tonka. It was a joke.
One of the people on the farms actually analyzed the audio, cleaned it up, and tried to get a cleaner copy of it. Shit in the world to me that they put that much effort into it.
If you legitimately sat there and debated the authenticity of that fucking audio, you're an absolute fucking retard. They played it for me, and I heard like two syllables of Hef's sentence and busted out fucking laughing. That's the whole point.
Exactly.
It was supposed to be absurd.
Yeah, we know it was Hef, and I mean, if it was somebody's voice I didn't know, it still clearly wasn't Tonka, but I don't know. Being so close to it, it was hard for me to get a read if it was as funny as I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Now, who did Tonka say it was? He was like, I know who this is, and it wasn't Hef. It wasn't Hef who he said it was.
Yep.
Who was
exactly?
Who?
Andy handled King of Pole, Brian Dunn, whatever you want to call him, handled him perfectly. He was been crying on the farm for about 6 hours. And it's a funny shit in the world. Just completely disregard him and treat him like a fucking bitch.
That was him that called into Andy's show, right?
That was him. And the way he got handled.
They were talking about if it was really him or not.
Yeah, it was him because he was bitching on the farms about it. What made it so funny to me.
What a faggot.
Oh, God.
He is, man. He really is.
Well, at least now we have the audio clip of Tonka saying, I have AIDS.
The thing about Brian Dunn, too, that I hate it is he makes really good videos when he puts the effort in. He makes such good videos, but he just quit making the videos.
Yeah.
He was on par. Now, I know people might not believe this, but for a while he was on par with Medicare, videos he made were that interesting to watch. If it was somebody you didn't know, it was super interesting to watch.
Yeah, Blue, that was the point. Hef intentionally did not mask his voice. He didn't say miserable.
Yeah.
Because when he says miserable, he actually does sound like Tonka.
Right. We didn't want to say anything. He didn't want to say anything that was convincing. That's the hilarity of it.
Mm-hmm. That we got Tonka to scream like a madman, freaking out over an obvious troll.
Yeah.
That was the point.
We did. Yeah, just that it was so ridiculous and so obviously fake, but we were sitting there acting like it was real. That's the joke.
Right.
And they even like busted kayfabe and talked about it at the end of Andy's stream today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Andy just couldn't fucking hold it no more.
Well, it was Geek that brought it up. But,
Oh, was it Geek? Oh.
yeah.
I was a little bit concerned because it might make us look bad, but
Oh,
the way it was
no.
handled was just beautiful. Just beautiful to me.
I hope we don't look bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Stretch, fuck. You know what I mean, man. You know what I
Savage,
mean.
your dick wore different outfits. I don't think we need
don't
to
have
worry
much-
about how we look like.
I don't have a sterling reputation. That's fair enough, sir.
All three of us don't, sir.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
The whole Tater Patch line, though. I can't. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Dude. Oh, that was wonderful. Sir, do you have a tater patch?
You got a tater patch in your garden? Hey, what the fuck does that mean?
Jesus, yeah, what does that even mean? Tater patch.
Well, I was with JF. He was a French Canadian like JF, and I was asking if he
true.
was grooming retards.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
where I
he's
was going
definitely.
with that.
Yeah, I knew where
retards.
you were going with it. I just never had heard that before. That was so funny, man. Oh, Jesus.
Stopped talking for a second, so it was perfect for me to drop it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a lot of people on there makes this stream kind of crowded, I guess. But it was a really good stream. That was as much fun as I've had in a long time doing a stream. It's fucking hilarious. I was kind of shocked how personable Andy and Geek was after I shit on him for a year and a half.
Yeah. Oh, BLT. I know. I was hoping if I believed it was hard enough, it was true, it would become true too. But you know, he could still have AIDS. We don't know.
Well, all he would have had to done, everybody knows his name. All he would have had to done was show the name on the blood test.
Yeah, it's
And
not
that
like
would have made Andy look like a fucking idiot.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, a fucking idiot if he done that.
But we all knew he wasn't going to do it. He's got too much pride, just like Cog. Their fucking pride gets in their way. So,
Guess.
you guess?
Guess.
Man, you sound as tired as I feel, man.
Yeah. It's a long ass day today.
Were you doing 5 hours each way or 10 hours each way?
No, I was already down here. They put some ridiculous schedule on me that I couldn't meet, so I had to stay an extra day. But I got up. I started my shit at like 8:30 this morning, and then I got done about 3. But I've got a 9-hour drive back, and that's not including like gas stops and shit.
Oh, fuck, dude.
And then, yeah, it just that's why I pulled over here. I took a nap. Took like an hour nap, and then now I'm about to fucking just hit the whole thing.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to stream for too long because there's... I mean, we're of course going to shoot the shit with chat and everything, but...
Yeah, I've only got 5 hours left on my drive.
Oh, only 5.
Yeah,
Shit.
I already did 5 of it.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Yoshi? Weeb, I'm sorry we faked it. All right? Yeah, we lied. We're sorry. You know, we're sorry. Monsters is kind of harsh, though.
Yeah, shut up, faggot. Cog is live right now, BLT.
Yeah. Oh, BLT said Kago's gonna go live. He already is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even feel like stream sniping him. He's like so fucking like 2 months
He's
ago.
boring.
Yeah, he's fucking boring.
Oh, his minimum wage.
Oh Jesus, dude. It's just sad, man. But at least you know what? I'll give him this. Go ahead, Sandwich. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say I didn't know. I know our audience is not big on European politics, but they had an amazing showing last night.
What do you
The
mean?
Tories
Oh,
of the
yeah?
Conservative Party just fucking blasted. Germany, the Labor Party, done so bad, the head of it had to step down.
Really?
It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn quit.
Okay, Chad. If you're, well, I know Yoshi would know this. I think Yoshi lives in Europe. The Labor Party is their equivalent to the Democrat Party, and of course, the Conservative is the Republican. So yeah.
Their so-called Conservative Party, which is the Tories, would be just a tad right of our Liberal Party.
Yeah, they're not much better
Democratic
than our
Party.
liberals. Yeah, which means their Labor Party are straight up fucking commies.
Yeah, they're avowed socialists. That's what Corbyn is, just an avowed socialist.
Yeah, Yoshi said 2 party leaders had to step down. Oh damn!
Which Tory stepped down? It wasn't Boris Johnson, was it?
Wait, Boris Johnson's
seen you for
a
a bunch of-
Tory?
One of the head. Okay. Oh, okay, Yoshi. That's right. That's right. They have a couple of different parties. It's impossible. It is absolutely impossible to compare American politics to European politics. You just can't do it.
Yeah, they're way
so
too
different.
different. Yeah.
Now, I will say that election bodes pretty well if you're a Trump supporter in 2020. I think that's looks pretty good. Because I mean, in all honesty, as much as he's fucked up, there ain't really no other choice. What are you gonna do? Fucking vote for that chink bastard?
Yeah. And Worski was here
Or
the
vote-
other night, Ear Juice, so yeah.
Bro,
I don't even know what Toxicast is.
did you see when Joe got mad that Normie kicked him off the show yesterday? He left all of the
Yes.
servers.
Yeah, there was a little bit more than that going on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I had some
Like
DMs
what?
with him.
Oh,
He was using it. He had been wanting to quit wasting so much time in Discord, and it was a good opportunity for him to jump off Discord.
Yeah. Well, he didn't leave our
That
server.
makes perfect sense.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he
he's
did.
gone completely.
He hadn't when you and I were talking last night, Sandwich. So he left after we talked. Oh shit.
I really like Joe. It bothers me
I
a little
do
bit
too.
because I really like Joe.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
he was
I'm not
always
gonna
on
badmouth the
Discord.
guy, but
Yeah.
he drank too much and he couldn't handle his booze a lot of times. He gets sloppy, and I think that's what happened last night. He got his feelings hurt because he was drunk.
But see,
mean,
but
I
his posts didn't seem like he was that drunk. He was actually making coherent conversation. Yeah, Joe Biden waffle. Joe Biden, Maxine, all the alts. He pulled all of them.
I think I'm pretty sure he deleted. He had a server. He had a Discord server. He deleted it as well.
Really?
He's still got one account, but
Oh yeah, he did delete his server.
Yeah, Waffle, there was a beef. Long story short, from what I gathered, Joe was on with Punky and Normie. And I guess, according to FT,
On
Normie
two?
and Punky, he was talking over everybody. So Normie kept asking him, "Hey, calm down." He wouldn't. So Normie kicked him out of the VC, and Joe got pissed off.
I don't think it was necessarily a beef. I think it was he took a good opportunity to step away for a while, which
Yeah.
I think that's what he done. And the thing about Joe, he had been around. He had been around
Since
FTW
streaming.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first viewers.
Yeah,
Super
Kitty-
nice guy. You can't
Kitty-
beat him.
Yeah, Kitty remembers seeing him whenever it was just Normie under the old thing before it was FTW. Joe was
Genesis
around
Pro,
then.
yep.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him. He used to shit on Kitty all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty Styles.
Yeah.
The times I believe he'll be back eventually. And
Yeah.
again, if he don't, he don't.
Yeah, they always come back. They all do. She tweets about nothing. Is she loading a syringe? I think she's
What
shooting.
the fuck?
I swear to God, it looks like she's loading a syringe. Oh, wait, no, she's knitting. All right, never mind.
What an ugly person.
Oh, she looks like a dude, man. That's where the whole trans
chin.
candy thing came from.
That chin.
She's got a very male.
I don't
dominant chin.
dislike her. I really don't dislike Vamp at all.
Nah,
but
I don't
she
either.
just
She, you know, I don't know.
No, that bitch is useless, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't.
No.
I know people like her. I don't think she's evil or anything. She's
No.
not.
No, she's just
And
backing an idiot. That's all.
Yeah. Well, how many scumbag dudes do we know with decent girlfriends? That's kind of
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a point there.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of the pictures that floated around about from them was pretty funny. I seen a picture where it looked like she had an 18-inch dick that was pretty amusing. She was wearing a little skirt and it had a very strange bulge.
Ew.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
the
pretty
Ultimate
much.
Warrior is dead. I didn't even know about this.
What?
The Ultimate Warrior. He was a wrestler. Third Reich. Oh, this is
Yeah.
an hour long. Oh hell no! This is but some speech.
That.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't see where that's at.
Look on screen. I'm playing it. It's in. Oh shit! It's FT. I'm in the wrong Discord. Oops.
I do that all the time.
Oops.
Yeah, the Ultimate Warrior's been dead for a while.
Has he? See, I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
I don't keep
Couple years
up.
ago.
Really?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Man, fuck you. I don't pay. Dude, I haven't had cable TV in like 10 years on purpose.
Neither have I.
No.
I still knew the fucking Ultimate Warrior was dead.
Whatever.
14 when he died. I didn't think it'd been that long
2014?
ago. Yeah.
Oh.
That's good. Over the preceding 3 days, he had been elected into the WWE Hall of Fame, appeared on WrestleMania 30, and made his final public appearance on Raw. That's pretty solid that he actually got a chance to do that before he died.
Yeah.
To him. I'm sure it's complications from steroids and cocaine.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with cocaine. I prescribe it all the time. Speaking of, how is it Lobster Noob? No, Hint of Shrimp. Which one is in the hospital? Hint of Shrimp, I
Yeah,
think.
it was.
Is he still in the hospital or is he okay?
No, he's been out for a couple days.
Okay. See, I think he took my advice.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I seen, Turtle. Enlarged heart. I wonder where Motorboat's at. I've not seen him.
Yeah,
I've seen him in a day or so.
yeah. He must be getting a ginger transfusion. Because since they don't have souls, you know.
I think a motherfucker got found by Skunk Ape. You remember the
might have.
dude that got fucked by a female Bigfoot? I'm pretty sure there's some big, nasty female skunk ape just riding the shit out of poor motorboat.
Yeah. Next time we
Getting
hear
him all
from
stinky.
Yeah, he's gonna be stinky and frazzled next time we see him.
Of all full of juices and shit. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Juices. Ugh.
Well, fuck. He ain't. Fuck you, Red,
What?
for not knowing shit.
What? I just don't. I don't pay attention to shit like that.
I remember
You
he
don't pay
died.
attention to anything.
Only.
I
if
remember
it,
the dude that died, but I didn't think it had been 5 years.
Airheaded faggot.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's true.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
It's fucking true, dude.
No. The
Well,
only thing that is true is Tonka might have AIDS, possibly, allegedly.
No, he's got AIDS. But that audio was fake.
Yeah, this is true.
The whole point was just to make the nigger react, and he reacted.
Yep.
He complained and cried.
He danced
And
like
it's
the good
fucking
little
funny.
monkey.
And I mean, it's for everybody claiming all the fucking like, oh, it's gay ops. It's all. That was the whole point, was to be ridiculous. It's not gay ops. It's literally just harmless trolling.
Mm-hmm.
How hilarious would it be if Tonka actually had the HIV?
Yeah.
It would be karma.
He had it. I would laugh my ass off.
Oh yeah, dude. He'd never hear the end of it. Well, I
Won't
don't
do anyway. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
not
AIDS.
going to anyway. I literally went into Andy's VC when he did the first stream, and people are literally in there arguing about it, and I'm having to like just run guard, being like, no, I'm just telling everyone Tonk has AIDS. It's 100% confirmed. Like, Tonk has AIDS. And this fucking fag comes in there arguing with me. He's like, no, it's clearly fake. I'm like, dude, Tonka has AIDS. He's like, dude, it's a bit. I could tell somebody's recording. I'm like, dude, Tonka has AIDS, dude. It's confirmed. He has AIDS. Well, if it's a bit, I'm cool with it. Just $5 says it's either AP or geek. It's like, nigga, Tonka has AIDS. Like, he couldn't get it through his fucking head. These autistic fucking spurts are like too preoccupied with trying to prove it wrong and show how Andy's a liar and all this. It's just fucking like, god damn it. Just the cool people knew what was up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people in chat that saw it, like, okay, and ran with it.
Our chat
Which was-
ran with it. Oh yeah, dude. I saw all of our regulars were fucking running with it. They knew
And
what was
it
up.
was to make Tonka's, and that's what I told him in there. I was like, look, the important question is not whether that audio is real or not. The question is Tonka spurging?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that matters. That was the whole point.
Yep.
And I think it was pretty fucking funny.
I thought it was too. It was fucking great, man. Hef was a fucking genius with that.
Yeah, and the clapping, I don't know why, but the Andy's clapping was like making me fucking die laughing. It was so fucking funny. And just I don't be doing it. Like, keep clapping. It's funny as fuck.
Your mic just went to shit, Stretch.
Of course it did.
It's his cell reception, I think.
Mine then, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
We're only better than.
Well, shit, man. Well, we're an hour in. I was thinking maybe ending it here soon.
Oh, there's several things in stream submissions, Red.
Red is a nerd. All right, well, let's look at it while Stretch fucking gets into a zone where he's got signal.
411 is a pretty fun video.
Let's see. Which one?
Let's see. It's up. Shit, I clicked the wrong thing.
Talking about the missing children?
Yesterday at 9:20. Yeah, the missing 411.
All right, let me bring that up. This I heard about from a channel called Edge of Wonder. Just to give you a little background, chat. Intentionally, you would think they would keep records on how many people, and especially children, have gone missing in our national parks, but they don't. They keep no official record or count, which is really fucking weird. But I didn't know there was a documentary on it. It is.
Yeah, he wrote a couple books. There's a movie on YouTube that you can watch. If you watch some ads, you can watch a movie on YouTube. It's really good. It's really interesting. That's what this is a clip of, I believe.
Okay, I'll go ahead and hit play now.
Some pretty strange things. There were a couple of cases where they said that they were taken by a bear, and the bear cuddled with them all night, and the bear left, and they left. And this happened more than once. So when Mr. Flynn gets his daughter, he says, when we were calling you, why didn't you come back to us? Mr. Wolf wouldn't let me. He says, what happened to your hat? And she says, the wolf ate it. He took it off my head, and he ate it in front of me. He says, well, did you get anything to eat? And she says, yeah, the wolf got some berries for me and put it in its paw and handed it to me. So first of all, for people that know, the area specifically that I write about is very high up in elevation. It's above timberline. There aren't a lot of trees. There's a lot of water and a lot of lakes. And there's a couple incidents, and there are many incidents that I write about where a child disappears while they're at a summer camp with a group of kids or in a group setting with a lot of kids. The case I write extensively about in that is a case called Garrett Bardsley. And Garrett was a kid that was with a Boy Scout group, and his dad went with the group. He was 12 years old, happened in August of 2004. They walked a short distance away from camp, and they went fishing in one of the lakes. Short time after Garrett was with his dad, he slightly fell in the water, and he got wet, and he told his dad he was going to walk back to camp and change. And his dad could watch him almost the entire distance until he hit tree line between themselves and the camp. He went into the tree line, his dad fished, waited another 10 minutes, Garrett didn't come back, he started to look for him, then went back to the camp, nobody saw him. A giant search ensues. And the only thing they found is they found one of his socks in a boulder field up above where he disappeared. Two things about that are fascinating to me because of all the cases I've read. People disappear in boulder fields. I have no idea why. I have no idea what the assimilation may be. Second reason is that footwear and socks tend to come off when these kids disappear. Again, I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. But that sock was up above where he disappeared, and that doesn't make any sense because the path was obvious on where he was walking back to. There was no way he could have detoured and gotten lost. There's a story we talked about in the Rocky Mountain National Park, an individual named Alfred Beelarts that disappeared in 1930. And Alfred was a very small boy, 2 years old, and he was camping with his mom and dad along a river in the middle of the national park. They were starting to walk up the side of the river, and Alfred got behind his parents just a little bit, and he disappeared. And the parents Alfred was 4 years old. This was in 7/2/1938. His parents thought he fell into the river, but they weren't sure, and they didn't think so because they would have heard something because this isn't a huge river. And the Park Service came out, and immediately they focused on the water, as is normal in search and rescue. And they went to the point of getting permission to shut down the river. They dammed it, and they searched under every boulder going downstream for 3.5 miles. They didn't find anything. So then they think, well, maybe we ought to start looking on the land. So a couple days later, they bring in some canines, and they track it uphill, which is weird because if you know anything about search and rescue, small children and most people walk downhill when they're lost. Well, they went uphill, Canines went uphill for about 1,000 feet. They stopped at a fork in the trail, and the dogs sat down and said, well, that's enough. We're not going any further, which is odd canine behavior. And the other thing you'll find in a lot of these cases is that dogs, whether they're dogs with the people that disappear or dogs that return after the people have disappeared, or the response from bloodhounds, canines, and search dogs, the dogs play a predominant role in many of these disappearances, and the behavior is very unusual. So these dogs sit down. Well, unbeknownst to everybody, about 2,500 feet further up the mountain, there's a husband and wife that are backpacking. And one morning they wake up and they thought they saw something or heard something about 750 feet above them on a rock ledge. They both look up and they see a little boy walk out to a rock ledge, and they're looking at it and they can't believe it. And they only see him for 5-10 seconds, and then the boy turns around, walks back off the ledge, and he's gone. And these people know exactly where this boy was at, and they said there's no way this kid could have gotten to that location without assistance in some means. Well, they didn't know that Alfred had disappeared. They didn't know there was a huge search party until they got home, till Denver, read the newspapers. They drive back to the park the following day, and they tell authorities what they saw. And they were shown a picture, and they said, yeah, that was Alfred in their mind. Search parties go up there, and the location where Alfred was seen is a place called Devil's Nest. And I write in the book and I say that locations in mountains, just like names of lakes, hilltops, ridges, they get these names for a reason. So the searchers, 40 people, scour this mountainside for 3 days, and they don't find anything of this boy or any remnants that he was there. Now, as I go further, and I'm not going to explain it all, but there are a series of events that happened at this park, all in the same time frame, that are beyond belief and beyond explanation, that you'll never hear about anywhere else. And unless somebody went there like us and did something stupid like spent days scouring the archive, you'd never hear about it. But it all seems too coincidental that all of these series of events and all of these missing people all occurred within this Rocky Mountain district in a time frame that doesn't make any sense. There's a case out of the Northern Cascades where a mom and a son were picking berries in the middle of the woods. And these people were in the middle of the woods. As they're picking the berries, the mom's maybe 50, 75 feet, not in line of sight of their son, but they hear a scream. The woman starts to run towards the direction of the scream. The scream gets further away, and it's a more muffled scream the second time. She runs faster, and barely a third scream, but the kid's never found. Now, this is a Native American woman, so they bring in a tribe of Native American searchers, and they never find the boy. This occurred decades and decades ago. For people that don't understand, if it was my son that's missing, I want Native American trackers on it, because these guys were some of the best in the middle of the 20th century. They looked for subtleties that most searchers don't look for, animal signs, tracks, etc. Well, they didn't find any animal tracks. They didn't find anything, and they never found the boy. Now, what's interesting is you fast forward 30 years, there's a boy that was in a camper near Wenatchee Lake, again in this same area, probably no more than 20 miles away from where Pankinen, the berry picker, disappeared. This boy was in the back of the camper with their cat and his younger sister. This boy again was sleeping, and the parents were just walking through the woods, kind of enjoying the sight. And originally they were there to hunt, so they kept the camper in view at all times. They wanted to make sure that they didn't get too far away. This was October 1973. His name was Jimmy Duffy. He was 2 years old, and they walked behind a set of trees just momentarily, and they hear a scream, and they run from behind the trees, and they see the camper door open. They run as fast as they can, and they get up to the back of the door, and they look inside. The daughter is still asleep, and the cat is still asleep, and Jimmy is gone. So again, I write to the sheriff's office, I explain what we're doing, and I ask for copies of the report. They never had any copies. They said, wow, we don't even know anything about this case. He must have been found. I said, well, the best we can tell, he's never been found. So they go back into their archives, and they search, and 2 months later, they come up with the case, and they say, you're right, he's never been found. Thanks for doing this. And they mail me copies of the report. Well, the sheriff's office, right from the onset, started to accuse the parents, and they laid on this for 2 or 3 weeks in the reports. And God, I felt bad for the parents. They sent them to Seattle police. The parents took polygraphs, and they were completely exonerated. What's unnerving about it is not only they lost a lot of time on the case, but law enforcement, there's no way that they understand that this has been going on right in that Wenatchee, Northern Cascades area for 60, 70 years under the exact scenario I just gave you. So in 1868, in northern Michigan, near a city called Walhalla, her dad, a guy named Henry Flynn, ran a lumber camp. And his daughter was 3 years old, could just walk, and couldn't walk too well. But she would, up this hill, the dad would get trees and do the milling, etc. And then the horses would drag the cart with the lumber down to the bottom of the hill, and Katie would get off, and then she'd run back to the top.
All right, go ahead, Sandwich.
Pretty interesting video. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a pretty interesting video. I like the 411 stuff. They were talking about all of it a couple weeks ago. If you guys not noticed, I'm terrible about keeping time periods straight. It could have been a week ago. It could have been 6 months ago, and it feels the same to me.
Yeah.
But they talked about it in FTW server a little bit. The dude wrote a couple books. It's real interesting shit.
Yeah.
Need to talk about it one night. Get Motorboat on. I think it was Motorboat that had wanted to talk about it before. It's interesting stuff. I'm
wondering if it's aliens or fucking demons or something, because it could be Native American spiritual demons or something, or aliens.
There's
weird
hard
shit.
telling what it is. It's scary. It's really scary when you think about it. There's weird shit out there in the woods. I've been out in the woods before, and just shit you can't explain.
Oh yeah, I've been out in parts of rural Mississippi, out in the deep, deep forest, and yeah, it's fucking creepy out there, man. Yeah.
Sir ex-military Sonny.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said anything to chat about getting John McAfee on. We've got a small development in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They wanted some. They wanted the questions ahead of time. Janice's wife handles all their marketing and stuff, and I had pushed back a little bit and said that I really didn't want to do that. That I'd rather have something kind of spontaneous. And she told me that she wouldn't give me an interview, so I called her a fucking nigger. I think that's probably off.
Yeah, I would say we're never interviewing McAfee. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. He's a fucking degenerate fucking loser that got lucky with software.
Yeah, that's his claim.
Don't dislike the... Oh, go ahead, Red. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying that. Yeah, that's his claim to fame and eating prostitute shit. Okay, that's.
Oh, what?
Oh, Weeb, don't tell me you don't know about that.
I have not heard about the horse shit eating.
The whore. Yeah, he has them lay down in a hammock, butt naked, and there's a hole cut in it right where their assholes are, and he lays underneath and eats the boot.
I wish I would have ate dinner before hearing that. Now I can't eat.
I will find a clip for you.
So
Yeah, find that clip. Weeb has to know about this.
But that 411 shit, I was enthralled by that.
Yeah.
But my money is Jews.
No, there's this good channel. It's called The Edge of Wonder. Check it out. They're on YouTube. They go into a lot of the conspiracy weird stuff. I heard about this. They had a thing on the national forests and all the missing children. And it seems
What's it called?
The Edge of Wonder.
Okay, I'm looking it up now.
Yeah.
I'm dropping this in stream submissions.
Okay. All right, let me bring up Discord.
You really need to enjoy this, Weeb. It's great. Yeah, most people know about him trying to fuck a blue whale.
Mm-hmm.
Either a blue whale or humpback whale.
I
and
heard
it went
something
a little
about.
sideways.
I heard about something about this on the Dick show. I think Dick asked him, like, "Did you really fuck a whale?" Or something like that.
Well, I don't think he was able to penetrate the whale, but I do believe he tried.
Yep. All right, Weeb.
Damn it.
Turn your eyes to your screen and take a listen.
Okay. Here, let me make sure that's not going to bleed through.
And we keep in mind, these are whores in Belize. These are third world whores.
Most likely disease-ridden third world whores.
Oh, Christ Jesus.
The kind that get bukkake blown all over them on the regular.
Oh, fuck.
Sit on this hammock. The hammock has a hole. He puts in a hammock.
What?
Then after that, he lies down.
Why quit playing? Gotta do something. No.
Then he
There we go.
Yeah, he would cut a little hole, and he would sit there. That's what he used it for. Cause he wanted to have like Scott sex, and I didn't agree with that. What is?
Okay, you know what scat sex is, don't you, Weeb?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm aware of what that is.
Scat is poop.
Thank you, Red.
You're welcome.
He used to make you shit in his mouth, like that. I've never done that before, and it was an experience for me. And he puts his head under your butt and.
You know that chunky one takes just massive shits too.
Oh yeah, she probably blew diarrhea all over his face.
Regular intercourse.
Weird fucking bean shits.
This chick there, he never
thing.
fucked this chick. He just let this chick shit on his face.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's an interesting fella.
God, he needs to play an interesting game of Minecraft where he slips and accidentally necks himself.
Oh, it's not going to be. He's going to die in a very interesting way, I'm sure.
God, I hope so.
Stretch, all the shit eating and Stretch disappeared. I don't know if
Is
it was... Oh, there he is.
And he's back.
And he's back.
It's like 5 girls, 1 hammock.
Yeah, exactly. 5 girls, 1 hammock. But
Jesus.
it also almost makes me wonder if they are taking these children for satanic rituals too, because you know satanic
Could very well
rituals
be.
involve children most of the time.
I'm thinking they played a game of D&D before they went camping, and that was like a signal for the Satanists to kidnap them.
You were watching Mazes and Monsters, weren't you, sir?
I don't think I've actually finished that movie all the way through.
You know, our next Bitwave thing, we'll play that movie.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I love that movie, dude. Fucking awesome.
Which movie's that?
Mazes and Monsters.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that movie came out back when I was really into playing D&D and everything, and it pissed me off because it's just so retarded.
Was that like is that part of the Satanic Panic era or?
Mm-hmm. Because also around that time was when they were claiming Ozzy Osbourne's music was causing people to kill each other. Remember the kid that shot his parents with the shotgun, and they were blaming the music. They were going after Ozzy, Judas Priest, and I want to say
Twisted
Iron
Sister.
Maiden. Twisted Sister. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't Dee Snider go to I think it was like Congress or something like that and said,
Yep.
We're not responsible.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
It was the Parents' Right Council.
Yep.
If you want to look up some videos on that, it's very interesting. That's the reason we have a rating system now.
Yes, it is. And
for
you know
TV shows.
The one that was pushing for a lot of that, don't you?
Tipper Gore.
Yep. Mr. I invented the internet's wife.
Tipper Gore.
Tipper
and
fucking Gore.
there was a dude, I can't think of what his name was. Oh, fuck, I can't think. Some fucking goofy cocksucker. Jack Thompson, maybe.
Is it Jack Thompson?
Let me look. I think so.
You know what? Bring up Gore. I remember that goofy faggot trying to run for president and just getting skunked the last second.
Oh, dude, it was beautiful, dude. How the Democrats were spurging out, fucking sitting there using magnifying glasses on the fucking voting ballots, dude. It was fucking awesome, and he still lost.
Oh yeah, he got totally fucking skunked.
They went as
I was
far.
laughing my ass off.
They went as far to say if they couldn't see a vote on the thing, it must have been for Gore, and they would give the vote to Gore. And he still
lost.
He still lost.
Get fucked, you environmental loving faggot. Oh, you would have made a shit president.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
The thing about Columbine, Yoshi, I don't mean to interrupt you guys.
Yeah.
Columbine is about 50, 60 miles from me. So that shit just took over for a while when I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. There's an awesome song that's to a reenactment of Columbine. It's called Pumped Up Kicks.
I've seen that.
Oh, dude, I love that
Somebody-
fucking video, dude. I love
God,
that
it's
fucking
a
video.
perfect mashup. Like,
It is.
the kids that got to play Dylan and Eric, they did a really good fucking job at portraying those two.
Yeah, they did. Because they went over surveillance footage, I think, and fucking started acting like them. Yeah.
You know, the whole thing was like, I can kind of see where those where those two kids were coming from. And they got fucking bullied beyond all belief, and no one gave a single shit.
See, that's the thing, dude. Me and Kitty talked about this before. Fucking, I've been on the receiving end of it, and I get where the kids fucking why they did it. Now, I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't agree with it, but I understand.
Yeah, like I'm not condoning the fact they gunned down a bunch of people, but I get where they're coming. I get where they're coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
Early and often. Early and often.
Fuck those kids.
I'm just the $1 million extreme bit about kids being bullied early and often. That's what I was referring to. Yeah, I've been on both sides of that. I've been bullied some, and I was a bully both. And
yeah,
I think there's worse things that can happen to you than getting bullied out of being a fucking weirdo.
Builds character. It does. It'll either make you go and kill people, or it builds your character. It does one or the other.
Need to bring back bullying, and I think shaming.
Shaming is effective.
Yes, it is.
It's one thing the Jehovah's Witness does. The Jehovah's Witnesses does really good at shaming. If you fuck up, they will just discommunicate you, and none of the church will be able to. They will cut you off from everything. Even your parents can't have anything to do with you.
The Amish
If you're
do
called
that
Jehovah's
shit.
Witness, yeah.
Yeah, the Amish and the Quakers do that shit too. You're tossed out of the community. So yeah, they're all into that shaming shit.
Yeah, apparently I had a great grandmother or cousin or some shit. They got married and wasn't supposed to, and like nobody in the church talked to her for like 3 years.
Oh damn.
Oh,
And
wow,
she had to
dude.
do all kinds of shit to get back in good graces. The rest of the Amish folk. Some fucking goofy ass story my mom told me.
That's crazy.
I've seen a couple people in chat talking about Hot Wheels and Black Pigeon Speak being on Killstream. I don't think Hot Wheels. I don't think anybody ought to talk to that little crippled up faggot.
That furry fucking weirdo.
There's not very many people that I truly hate, and he's in the box with Liz Reptile. A treacherous little faggot.
Why do all those fucking Seagooks have that same like HRT voice?
That's a good question.
Don't tell me because he's crippled, because fucking Amos Yee has that same voice.
Yeah, it's real similar. I think, I could be wrong, where they have no... I think it's where he's small like a child. I don't think it's got to do with him being crippled. I think he's that way because he's an American. He grew up in the United States. His mom and dad disowned him at some point. I don't remember exactly what it was. He's got some faggot sob story.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably because his body is so tiny.
No, his balls
And I
probably
think-
never developed.
And I think Josh, his voice matches his face. He's a trembly voiced lesbian. Is exactly what Josh is.
Overweight lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fat as fuck.
Yeah,
I like the idea of the mental image I get when I think about him hiding in the bathroom because one of the trannies he was fucking with came to his house to kick his ass, and he was hiding in the bathroom like a little bitch.
The website though.
Yeah, I heard a rumor he runs a website, but I haven't confirmed it or not.
Yeah, I too have heard such a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah. I think it's just internet lore.
Could very well be.
Yeah. But you know
all right,
what?
well.
But
go
before
ahead.
you leave, you know what has been confirmed? Well, there's two things.
What's that?
One, Tonka has AIDS.
Okay.
And two, Liz is a midget.
Both very true facts.
They are very true
midget.
facts. Well, she is a degenerate midget, but a midget primary and foremost.
She was talking about eating ass the other day. Like, what's wrong with
Degenerate. See, you have time to be saved, Weeb. We can save you from being a degenerate.
Okay, well my display just completely went out. What the fuck?
Check your cables.
I can still hear you guys.
It's all that lolly you've been looking at.
Oh, I'm disavowing that right fucking now. You shut your whore mouth. That
Time
is
to do a cog. Time to get to punching, motherfucker.
You know what? Fight me IRL, right? We're skipping right past Cog straight to Tonka.
You're a cuck if you don't break your monitor.
You gotta bust your computer or you're a bitch.
The sleep timer the sleep timer is not working on it, so I'm just gonna put the base through it.
Don't
Yeah,
you
you'll
ever
feel better afterwards.
don't you ever step up to a guy with a microphone.
I see somebody saying that they hope Hot Wheels falls down a flight of stairs. No. I would like to see somebody flip him onto an escalator.
I can see you fucking kicking him right
You think
through the
how that
300
little
kick.
crippled up faggot would get up off an escalator? Chances are he would get his little flipper fingers ripped the fuck off. It would be hilarious to see him turn into a geyser of blood when the escalator ripped his fucking soul out.
You put a little bit of thought to this, haven't you?
The way he went after H-Chan just makes me sick. He
All we
used
need
to be... Go ahead, Weeb. I'm sorry.
I would say all we need to do is just say that just get Sandwich like a slightly drunk and just say that Hot Wheels made fun of his feet. Nature will take its course from there.
I'm telling you.
I hope I'm never in the same room with him. I really do. I'd stomp on his little feet and his little hands.
Oh, Jesus. You are
Just
the
the
triple
way-
crusher.
The way he went after 8chan all over hurt feelings just really pisses me off. Going out of his way to deplatform the motherfuckers. And I don't know.
Yeah, he is a fucking midget
I wish-
cripple.
I will like Ricky Berwick the moment he swallows a knife. I'm not a fan of his either. He's just I feel bad for the guy because he clearly wants to entertain people.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to be inside that poor, busted, broke up body. He seems to be a pretty good guy. Because I remember him shitting all over, I think it was Boogie.
To be fair, it's
He's a
easy to
Boogie
shit
thing.
on Boogie.
Well, yeah, but it's not very popular to go after him.
Not anymore.
And
yeah.
Ricky done this a year ago. He went after him. No, it was actually Bunny King that he went after. That's right. He called Bunty King a fucking snake or something.
Oh, I went after Bunty King too. He's got me blocked.
Yeah, just tweet pictures of shit at him. Just tweet pictures of him, pictures of a shit cake beard at him. That's all it takes.
Oh yeah.
Weird little fuck.
Yeah, he's a weird little Indian cuck.
Mhm.
He was the first cuck in our area.
I'm a cuck, guys.
Yeah, that was the name of the video that he's since deleted and tried to hide.
I'm not eating bloody pussy and shit.
Oh.
Eating poop,
Milady.
licking
The
her
thing of-
shitty bunghole.
Oh.
Lucky though, that
Jesus.
his dad is fucking cool as shit. His dad used to be in his videos occasionally,
Yeah,
and
I
he's a
remember.
pretty cool old dude.
Yeah, his son is just fucked up. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, right?
Not if you're a fucking Indian or Apache. You just lose.
Yeah, this is true.
There's a video and stream submissions. That's exactly what I'd like to see happen to Hot Wheels. If you want to pull it up, Red.
Is that what Blue's talking about in chat?
No.
Oh God, this is from the. Okay, all right. Blue just dropped it. Andy used this in one of his video montages of Tonka. I remember this. Yeah.
I've seen that video.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is somewhere in Asia.
Bing bong.
That's the type of girl, that's the type of person you would expect to see in a tater patch.
And the funny thing is,
you got a tater patch in your garden?
Yeah, here, let me pause this. If you look in between the doors, you could see the light of when the elevator went down. Watch this dumb fuck.
I think he's drunk, I would assume.
Oh, he's dead. He just fell face first down an elevator shaft. He's fucking dead.
That's what he gets for being crippled.
That's right.
Fuck him.
Fuck his crippled
He's
ass.
not dead, he's severely mad, dude.
Well, now I
More
can't
mangled
get.
than he was when he started.
Yeah.
Now my display is completely black. It just says not support, but I can. At least I can still talk to you guys on here. I can't do anything else though.
Is Weeb trying to set up his excuse to bust his monitor and tweet it out?
I'm not.
Sorry, do you have yours hooked up to like a TV or is it a regular computer monitor?
Oh, it's a TV.
Now I have that happen pretty frequently. It's a video driver issue. My monitor is not supported by my video card, so every once in a while it'll black out for 30 seconds.
Oh, this has been going on since like, pretty much the second after I joined VC.
Try maybe switching the inputs on your TV and switch it back and see if that wakes it back up.
All right, let's see if I can't fuck with this.
Sometimes I just have to do a hard restart.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I've
can't watch Netflix for that fucking reason. Sorry.
no, I've done a hard reset 3 times now because I'm supposed to be playing with Jeff and Mr. Man on Grand Theft Auto, and it just keeps crashing on load up.
Oh.
So
It's not good.
What?
and I was trying to.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right. Are you going out HDMI to your TV?
Yeah,
All right. Which HDMI mode do you have your TV in?
on HDMI 2. I've just gone through all the inputs, and it's still not.
No. There's an HDMI mode. It'll either you'll probably have 3 choices: auto, 1.4, and 2.0. Try if it's on auto, switch it to 1.4.
Let's see.
Yeah, you should be able to configure the HDMI input. There should be some kind of settings in it.
What the?
I didn't know that. I'll have to
Well-
dig out my remote.
Blue, if he has anything AMD, that's why it's going to shit.
Woohoo, tech support.
That's right.
Holy shit, I had no idea I could do that. Fucking crazy.
All right.
You
Well.
work tomorrow, Red?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I work every day up until Christmas Eve.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I
Jeez,
said.
dude.
All right, so here's Liz, Elizabeth Thornhart in her new car.
I'm so happy we're taking
I think I have an AMD
Me too.
GPU. I don't
Damn,
know.
that's a pretty big blunt.
You stick your dick in the wall socket, that'll fix it. I don't have to really try.
This is a blunt.
Wow, Liz, look at the wheels.
Damn,
Good on
Liz is
you.
taller than I thought she was.
Jesus, I thought that was a dick.
Damn, look at the push-ups, Liz. Oh, Liz, no.
What are you doing?
She's making that booty clap.
What are you doing, Liz?
Smoking the weed, Liz? No. Oh, Liz.
It's like an extra small, a small, and a medium.
Get mad at Blue Waffle, Liz, not us. He's the one that dropped your docs. AMD is taking over. So is socialism, but that doesn't mean it's any good.
What's up with the AMD? I remember the 56 Vega and the 64 Vega.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time I paid any attention to the AMD video cards. Have they released anything else? That's been a few years ago.
The Vega 2 or something is what the new Mac Pro is using, and I think the new Xbox and PS5 are using Vega 2s. They're supposed to be the greatest thing ever. I don't know.
Well, the high bandwidth memory is the thing that makes them so good.
Yeah.
I love the idea of that. I can't wait. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I'm sure it will at some point, that we get the HBM2 RAM sticks. I don't know how that will work.
I remember
that's exciting shit.
One point in time, they were talking about integrating more memory onto the CPU, making it even faster. I wonder whatever happened with that.
And I really am about to put a fist to this TV.
I just use a 1060.
Yeah,
I know I don't have that upgrade.
Yeah, I got a 1062 and it does everything I need to. I can even game in most games in 4K and still and you still maintain over 40, 50 frames a second, which is fine.
That's what I plan on if I get that server box that Yoshi recommended. I'm just going to flip my card over to it. I think it'll work out pretty well.
Yeah, well, 1060s are pretty solid.
Well, if one of you gentlemen can get a chance, throw me out of the VC, because I'm just going to hard reset my computer, and I don't want to pop right back in out of the blue.
All right, you're
I'll
going
drop
in
him
the
in the
oven.
green room.
I
dropped him in the green room.
I moved him to the oven.
We'll oven his ass. There
he
we
needs
go.
to bake. He needs to bake in the oven, you dirty Jew. All right.
Faggot.
That's right. Got an AMD GPU. Go in the fucking oven. That's right. Even my dog growled. That's right.
Just don't see the sense. It could just be me, but I don't see the sense in paying $400 or $500 for a video card.
Oh fuck no, dude! I don't even see the sense in paying that much for a CPU or a motherboard or any one component. Nah, fuck all that.
$100, 100, 150. I don't mind splurging a little bit on a CPU because I know it gets quite a bit of bang for your buck if you know what you're getting.
Yeah, I paid what $330 for my CPU, and I still thought I was getting raped.
Yeah,
but
I think you got an Intel. I'm not sure what generation.
8th gen. I got a 6-core. Yeah. Was it 8700 non-K? Because I don't feel like overclocking. So.
Yeah,
no point in it.
I wish I got a flat. I got a 1600X. I wish I got just a 1600. But it was like $20 more, and maybe down the road in a couple of years, I might decide to overclock it just a little bit to get a little bit more out of it. But now I've got it underclocked.
Yeah.
The speeds they run at are just fucking ridiculous. Not anything news-wise. We talked about the election a little bit.
You've been around Normie too long, Blue. You're reading the AMD marketing lines. What did you miss, Liz? You missed your docs being played. Here, let's replay it for her.
I'm so happy we're taking a break.
Me too. Damn, that's a pretty big blunt.
Here you are, Liz.
You call that a blunt? This is a blunt.
Oh, it gets better. push-ups you be doing?
What happened?
Yeah.
Up with the impeachment stuff, and Mitch McConnell just basically telling him he's just going to go straight to get it dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
That ought to be good. I don't know. I don't think he's at any real risk. Let me drop some in-stream submissions.
Okay.
I don't think he's at any real risk to hurt himself. I think a complete hearing in the Senate would be amazing because you'd be able to call Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. You'd be able to call the whistleblower. You'd be able to call. You could really get some shit out there.
The Dems don't realize the fucking mistake they just made. The Republicans, if they don't fuck up, they can run the Democrats through the mud. Everything they've been trying to hide and glaze over can be brought up in the fucking Senate.
And
fucking morons.
Part of me thinks that's a good idea, and another part of me just realizes Trump is a fucking sellout. He don't give a shit about going after these people.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been saying it was going to happen for 2 or 3 years now. It just, I don't know.
But again, and I hate saying this, he's better than having Hillary or Pocahontas or Bernie or Biden as president. He's still better. So, you know, I don't know.
Jesus.
Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin pardons murderers and rapists on his way out. What a great fucking douchebag.
Oh, yeah. That's, I couldn't vote for him, man. When I voted, I just could not. I voted straight Republican like I normally do, but I just could not vote for that cocksucker.
I don't think
I just didn't vote for him.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Oh shit, Turtle, that's a good one. How long is it though? Let's take a look at this. I love fucking weird mystery shit like this. How long is the video? 9 minutes? All right, we can watch this. Let me bring it up on the screen and hit play.
Stories can start small and build over time. For nearly 100 years, history and hearsay recorded this perplexing incident of a man vanishing into thin air. In this episode of Weird World, join us as we delve into the mysterious disappearance of a man named David Lang. It was the afternoon of September the 23rd, 1880, when gentleman farmer David Lang started to cross the pasture next to his farmhouse to check on his horses. He had just returned to the family plantation, which was a few miles from Gallatin, Tennessee, after a business trip to Nashville. His wife Emma was observing him from a window, while his two children, Sarah 11 and George 8, played with the toys he'd brought back for them. While Lang was walking across the field, Judge August Peck came into view, driving his horse and buggy down the lane in front of the house, with his brother-in-law also on board. Judge Peck was a family friend and always brought presents for the children. Lang waved to him and changed track to return to the house to greet him. But he never reached the farmhouse. In mid-step, he completely vanished from sight. Understandably, Emma Lang, who had observed the whole event, let out a terrified scream as she, her children, the judge and her companion raced to the spot where Lang had disappeared. The 5 witnesses frantically searched the field for hazards or holes, but found only grass. The adults used an alarm bell to call neighbours for help, and the children were kept in the house in the care of the family cook called Suki. A team of searchers combed the whole field and worked by lantern into the night, inspecting every square foot of land and stamping their feet to discover any hidden pits or sinkholes. In the weeks to come, the county surveyor made an investigation of the land and confirmed that the land was flat and solid and the bedrock close to the surface, with no areas of potential cave-in where Lang could have fallen. Emma Lang became sick with grief and was confined to her bed, while all the spook servants left the farmhouse except for Suki. Fascinated thrill seekers were regularly chased from the area by police. Emma and Suki declared that area of the pasture out of bounds to Sarah and George, but months after the event, they ventured there. They noticed that tall grass around the site of their father's disappearance had turned an odd yellow, within a 50-metre circle surrounding it. George told Sarah that he had noticed horses refusing to graze or walk across the area, and that the circle was empty of wildlife such as mice and insects, which were plentiful everywhere else. He threw a single cricket into the circle and it went silent, immediately hopping out before resuming its noisy chirping. Sarah then decided to call out to her husband, and both children were astonished to hear his muffled voice calling back and begging for help, then becoming fainter until it faded away. They both ran to the house in a panic, and the mother later confessed that she had also heard Lang's disembodied voice on their frequent trips to the field, which had also become increasingly distant and faint. Emma Lang eventually left the farm and asked Judge Peck to lease it, as long as the field where Lang had disappeared was never touched. No funeral or memorial service was ever held for her husband, as Emma struggled with the loss and declining health. She eventually succumbed to her illness, and the children went to live with their grandparents in Virginia, and the farm was sold. Later on in her life, Lang's daughter Sarah turned to spiritualism to seek answers about the disappearance of her father and subsequent fragmentation of the family. She was aware that the next owner of the farm had tried to plough and cultivate the field where Lang had vanished, but the circle of weird plants had persisted in growing back. Over years, Sarah paid out a fortune consulting the most high-profile mediums, one of whom eventually passed on a message from her mother saying that she could communicate with her directly. Sarah then studied the skills of clairvoyance and learned to use a planchette to channel deceased souls via automatic writing. Over many years, Sarah used the planchette to regularly communicate with her mother, who she realised was also desperately trying to find David Lang. Over time, Sarah lost hope and was rarely making contact with Emma, not wanting to hear the same despairing messages. But one morning at 10 a.m. in April 1929, a mysterious force suddenly compelled her to make one last attempt. At first crazily out of control, the pencil began to inscribe in a different handwriting style, completing the message, "Together now and forever." After many years. God bless you. Sarah waited for more words to come, but they did not. On an impulse, she found a copy of a book her father had given her. He had written a personal tribute on a flyleaf in a style which matched the message she had just received, a match which was later verified by a handwriting expert. Sarah was ecstatic, now having the knowledge of her deceased parents spiritually reunited after 40 years of separation. Soon after, Sarah is said to have told her story to popular fiction author Stuart Palmer, who apparently signed joint affidavits with her as to its veracity. That was in 1929, but strangely, Palmer only got around to publishing the story in 1953 in paranormal magazine Fate, and with it images of Lang's book Inscription and the automatic writing message. His article inspired 2 books by writers who presented the story as a baffling supernatural occurrence. But it was another 23 years before research historians investigated the real facts behind the accounts. They found librarians and researchers throughout Sumner County who had already scoured census records and other archives and found no evidence of the Lang family or Judge Peck ever having existed. One had even driven to the reported location of the farm and also found nothing. Another skeptic, science author Robin Schadenwald, analysed the affidavit signed by Palmer and Sarah Lang. He found they lacked a notary seat and that all handwriting and signatures were performed by the same person, Palmer. The researchers unearthed a local legend of a travelling salesman called Joe Mulholland, notorious for his fantastic stories, who had lived in the area in the 1880s. Skillful lying is still a form of public entertainment, and in those days lying contests were held, where he excelled. The David Lang story may have been one of his best yarns, as it was recounted in a local newspaper, the Cincinnati Enquirer. From there, it may have been spotted and adapted by horror fiction writer Ambrose Bierce. In Palmer's story, the fictitious Sarah is quoted as saying she had a visit from Bierce and that he had based some of his writings on her father's disappearance, cloaking it under the guise of fiction. Bierce had published a collection of stories in 1893 under the title Can Such Things Be? One entitled The Difficulty in Crossing a Field, perhaps inspired by Mulholland's story, may have provided the idea for Palmer's elaborate hoax 60 years later. It took another quarter century to be finally debunked in December 1977 in another Fate article by Schadenwald. The David Lang saga shows how a narrative can evolve and be increasingly embellished in the public imagination over time by skillful storytellers. Sadly and strangely, Ambrose Bierce was himself the subject of his own still unexplained disappearance in 1914, and intriguingly there are reports of a ghostly woman with a lantern peering through the middle second-story window of what would have been the Lang property, if it had existed in that location. Locals say it is Emma, still looking for her husband.
That was some weird shit. I think he's gone, Chet.
Oh my god, my mic was muted,
Oh no. Yeah, I
So,
thought that's
what-
what it was.
Yeah, I was just saying everybody got trolled. That's what it was. First troll before the internet. Oh shit. Alright, man. I got it. Yeah, fuck, we've been going
About 2 hours. We're good. We're
2
good if you wanna
hours.
close out, bud.
Yeah. So I got a copy from you, Sandwich. So let me go to this one.
Okay.
It's my.
Oh yeah, that's a new.
My new technical testicle difficulties thing, but because this is just audio. All right, chat. Thanks for coming out.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Liz, and Weeb are going to be doing the TV deep dive into Angel.
Yep.
I've dug up some cool shit. Should be a good show. I think we're going to go around noon,
Yep.
1 o'clock Eastern time. And then I think maybe a couple hours of happy hour tomorrow evening. I don't know.
Hour at least.
Just,
I'll promise at least an hour.
yeah,
And
just-
then me and Sandwich are going to be with Air Juice. And we're going to be doing Schmieda's. Is Stretch going to be with us?
Yeah.
All right. And Stretch. All
All
three of
right,
us.
it's my show too, motherfucker.
Oh, here I am trying to boot you out of it. All right. Yeah, the three of us will be with... three of us will be with the Juice talking about Schmieda. So... All right, everybody.
Up, chat. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
It's like I don't want to this. But you don't want to do this. And I have to do this.
Rape! Rape, rape. Rape, rape. Rape, rape.
Make her suck your dick the first date. You scared to rape a bitch? I can't relate. She let me in the house, nobody's safe. Not past the plate. Rape, rape. She let me text her, won't let me touch her. She said she can't fuck, I'm like her brother. Kick down the door unannounced, while she lay on the couch. I gives a fuck, this your house. Place that crotch on my mouth. Rape, rape. Rape, rape. Rape, rape. On the first fucking date. Rape, rape. Rape, rape. Put that puss on my motherfucking face. It feels better when she ain't awake. It feels better uninvited to her place. Put that coke on the plate and put that coke in my face. See, I don't need your permission, I wanna see how you taste. I rape, 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 rape. I rape, 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 rape. I rape, rape, I rape, rape. I rape, rape. It feels better when you ain't awake.
I don't care if you're on your menstrual. Give a fuck if it ain't consensual. Bitch, I treat your screams like mistletoe. I like me a girl who struggle, yo. So you said no once, bitch, say it again. I record it and show you to your best friend. Out your motherfucking window on the weekend. Sneak a peek on you and your mom and them. Watch you take a shower while I'm beating. Watch you loosen up while I'm skeeting. Then break the fuck in when you sleeping. And you best not make a beat, bitch. Hold the pussy in my hand like King Kong. Make your ass throw it back like ping pong. Crying when you moan like a ching chong. And best believe you gon' suck my ding dong.